Welcome to PCMC Pop Culture Man Children. I'm Mike Bongiorno. I'm here today with my brother and yours, Mr. Anthony Bongiorno, my brother in Christ. How are you?
I'm great. How is everybody doing?
I can't speak for everybody. I can speak for myself. What I'm doing, struggling.
Why are you struggling?
Oh boy, as I lean back.
Oh boy,
it's been a rough winter here in New York. Lots and lots of snow. Lots of that.
Certainly has.
There was a death in my family, not our family, but a close death, which was hard on me. And I've been trying to lose weight, so I don't have the self-soothing of eating. I've just got a lot going on. I'm burnt out. I'm just struggling lately, man. I'm struggling. I can't wait for I can't wait for the sun to come back.
Well, it's coming back. Next week or 2 weeks is daylight savings.
Yeah.
And today it was still sunny at 5.
It was. Today was a beautiful day.
Yeah. Let's see. What is daylight savings? Because I've been really needing that.
I'm sick of asking
March
this.
8th.
But why do we still do this? Why do we
March
do
8th.
this?
Tomorrow's March.
I know.
Isn't that exciting?
Isn't that crazy? Actually, I told myself I won't talk about that anymore. There's the only thing worse. The only worse topic than the weather is time moving fast. Like, can you believe it's this? Like, yeah, time moves fast. You fucking old fuck. That's me talking to myself. Anthony.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about Heated Rivalry from 2025. Created, written, and directed by Jacob Tierney. Based on the book series Game Changers by Rachel Reed. The second book in the series is called Heated Rivalry. So they just this is a better title. This is the title we're going to use.
Well, the first book of the series is Game Changer, which is different. Each book has its different story.
Oh, is that right? Okay. But then they just call them all Game Changer 1, 2, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, this is, if you guys don't know, this is the gay hockey show.
I mean, we're behind the 8 ball here. This has been the talk of the town. It's the last monoculture moment that I can remember.
Yeah, it was your idea to do this episode, and I watched it, I guess, last week. So I've only watched it once. I haven't reheat.
You haven't reheated yet? Reheated yet?
I haven't reheated yet. Let me just tell you my feelings.
Okay.
My initial one-time feelings.
And this is, we have to acknowledge that you're a straight man.
Yes.
Not a woman nor a gay man.
I was disgusted.
You're not the target demo for this show. Did you watch it with Jen?
The show needs to find Jesus. No, I actually didn't watch it with Jen.
Did she watch it?
No, she's not against watching it.
She's homophobic. She's deeply homophobic.
No, she's going through a lot right now. She doesn't want to try it. She doesn't want to do new shows right now.
Okay,
she wants to do comfort things now.
That's fair.
I expected it to be sexy, and I wasn't disappointed. But what I didn't expect was for it to be sweet and romantic. And by the end, I was like, oh, this is like good. This is like a good love story. I really thought the whole thing was going to be sexy, and it is sexy, but by the end I was like, wow, this is like a love story I'm invested in.
So as someone who's reheated a few times.
Sure.
I love that it's only 6 episodes.
Perfect.
It really feels like a mini series.
5 really.
5 really. Although I really do like episode 3.
Well, the end of episode 4 or the end of episode 5 can't happen without episode 3.
And that's the best moment of the series.
Oh, I was screaming.
Yeah. So many people on the interwebs are like, how do you reheat? And they're like, you gotta do 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 6. There's an order.
Oh, really?
People. So to me, I feel
when do you do 3? You don't do 3 at all again?
A lot of people just skip 3.
You could start chronologically. You would start with 3.
Yes, you would.
And I think 3 is its own book, or its own little side story. Or whatever.
No, it's its own book. It's I can't think of what the name of that one is.
Kip.
I think that's Game Changer.
Oh, it is?
I think Game Changer was the first. I think Kip and Scott was the first book. Oh. Yes. And then Heated Rivalry is the second book. There are 7 or 6.
Do they all focus on different people?
They all focus on different people except The Long Game, which is the most recent one, is is the Heated Rivalry boys again, that's what season 2 is going to be.
Oh, okay.
But like they're like adults.
Have you read these?
I'm reading the first one. They're the books are erotic.
It's written, okay, the books are written by a female.
Rachel Reed, yes.
Is she a homosexual?
I don't know. I think she might just be.
I only ask because people do say, and I think you just said this, that like one of the main audiences for this is straight women. Because women like to imagine men who have feelings and that are nice.
I have so many. I mean, at this point, like almost all of my friends have watched it, but some of my friends who are like obsessed are gay men and straight women.
Yeah.
And the straight women friends that I have who love it are like, I love the romance of it. And
Yeah.
I love like non-toxic men.
Yes.
And I actually, there's been a little bit of criticism of it from gay men who are like, it covers up some of the, it's like not quite gay sex.
Okay.
So like you could tell it's written by a straight woman or a woman.
Because why? Because
I mean, there's not a lot of talk of like, they have a lot of penetrative sex without any talk of like douching or any of that kind of stuff. The nuts and bolts.
Like what really comes down to it.
Yeah. But besides that, I mean, it's a phenomenon.
It is a phenomenon.
Have you seen the clips? I've saved them in case you wanted to take a look.
Sure.
There's a million edits all over the internet, right? With different songs. One of my favorites is one with Loathing from Wicked. But they have been doing Heated Rivalry nights at clubs.
Oh, really?
So when the show was first airing, they started it's crazy because it's only 6 episodes, but by the time we got to episode 4, 5, and 6, it was a phenomenon.
Wait, so what was it? Well, it was aired. It's Canadian company made it, right?
Yes.
Did it all come out at once, or did it come out weekly?
It came out weekly.
Here too, or just there?
Here too.
Oh,
it was on Crave, and then here was on HBO Max.
I didn't realize it came out weekly. I thought it all dropped at once.
No, it came out weekly. So that by the time we got to the cottage, there were bars all over the country hosting come watch parties with rooms packed with people.
Wow.
And then clubs have been doing Heated Rivalry nights where it's just like women and gay guys like dancing and going crazy with like songs from the show and clips from the show playing and edits from the internet.
Interesting. What? Why? I mean, I'm not asking. I think it's a very good show. I like it a lot. But why do you think it's so? Why is it such a moment? Why is it?
I think it's
striking people so.
I think it's a mixture of it's well written. The 2 leads are incredibly talented and charming. Their media tour is also like they're very funny in real life, and their friendship in real life is very sweet. Even though it seems like Connor is queer and Hudson is straight in real life, they're like they're like best friends.
I thought both of them said we don't talk about.
They don't, but it's just come through rumors and stuff and like social media posts. It seems like Hudson Williams, maybe he's not straight, but it seems like he has a girlfriend.
Okay.
And Connor in an interview said like, I grew up, I was called a sissy growing up and stuff. So, I'm just putting together. The only one who's like out as queer is the guy who plays, guy who plays Scott Hunter.
Oh, yes.
He's bi in real life.
And I looked this up when I was watching the show, and I sent this to you. There are no
out NHL
players. There have been some people to come out later.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a hockey fan. I was talking to Brendan.
Brendan's a huge hockey fan. Who loves this show.
And one of the hosts of Ranger Things, which is a hockey podcast. And he was saying, and I don't remember who. I was like, are these based on anybody? And he said, yes, but not that they're gay. It's like slash fiction for 2 real guys that had a rivalry.
Yeah.
It's imagining what if they were in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, not that this is a bad thing, but it does feel like or read like slash fiction.
Oh yeah,
for
sure. And it's I haven't read the whole series, but it's even got that thing of like it gets a little ridiculous, like in the world of the book series, like it seems that they're all gay, right? Because there's like
Every single character's
everyone's
gay?
a different gay hockey player, right?
Oh, is that right?
There's something about the hockey smut is huge.
Tell me about this.
I'm
Is
new
it-
to this.
why?
World. Straight and gay hockey smut is huge. Something about hockey players. Women and gay men find hockey players really attractive.
Well, they're allowed to have facial hair, right?
And it's something about like them beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it's a very contact.
They got big
sport.
big butts.
Yeah, it is a very yeah.
But yeah, it's big. It's huge. If you go to Barnes and Noble, I'm pretty sure like now there's like a hockey romance section.
So this, you could say that this is in some ways, and I don't mean any of this negative, by the way, but it's in some ways we can draw a lineage with things like 50 Shades of Grey, and like the kind of fanfic stuff or slash fiction.
Yeah.
Like,
And there's
the original,
plenty of fanfic
like,
of this.
oh, I'm sure.
Including,
but what would it even
have
be?
you heard of Mpreg?
No, what's that?
So this is the like on the boards, like where people write fan fiction.
Yeah.
Archive of Our Own.
Yes.
There's like different genres, and one genre is called Mpreg, and it's about men getting pregnant.
Oh yes, I've heard of this.
And
I've
it's
heard
just
of this.
in the world of these stories, it's just a thing that can happen. And there is like
Right.
a bajillion of heated rivalry stories where like Shane has had Ilya's children.
Interesting.
And then there's ones where they're like werewolves. It gets, people have a lot of fun with it,
Yeah,
which is great.
I'm trying to find the title of it because I want to refer to it. I'm reading a book right now. Let me look at my Kindle.
La-di-da.
Guys,
at my
I know how to
Kindle.
fucking read.
Ooh, let me get on Goodreads.
I'm reading a book right now called Everything I Need I Get From You, How Fangirls Created the Internet as We Know It by Caitlin Tiffany.
Fun.
It's about One Direction fandom. And I didn't know that. They're smart. They were smart to not put it on the cover. Like but it's specifically she's about One Direction fandom.
Well, isn't that a lyric from one of their songs?
I bet yes, it is. I now know that. But it's the same shit. Like they've got all that shit that you were just talking about, like werewolves and they're pregnant and they're like, or they're in a Harry Potter school together.
And some of them aren't even sexual. Some of them are just like Shane and Ilya as dads. Like it's just fun. It's just cozy
Well, it's funny
storytelling.
because when you think about like the history of slash fiction, like going back to like Captain Kirk Spock, like it's because.
Shipping.
Yeah, but it's also there's something transgressive about the queerness of it that you would not see mainstream. So it's so funny that there's slash of this because it's like it's already there. Like, what's it going to be? Just their good friends that play hockey?
Yeah. Well, there was even back in the day there was like Outsiders / fiction.
Right,
and
yeah.
Rumor has it that like Essie Hinton wrote some fan fiction of her own characters, which is fun.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if like Rachel Reed just for fun writes like fan fiction of her own under a pseudonym.
But it's interesting because it's like real life fan fiction.
Yeah.
Which people do, like One Direction.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
or Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson.
To go back to your earlier...
I'm sorry, just one more question
yeah.
before. Was Game Changers self-published? Or was it published by
Harlequin? It's under the Harlequin
It's on
label.
Harlequin. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they're Harlequin romances.
Oh, okay.
What to go back to your earlier question of like why do you think it works so well? I think it's like I said, a multitude of things. It's really well crafted. It's very true to the book.
Yeah.
It doesn't shy away from the sex.
No, it doesn't.
But it's not porny. There's not much nudity. You see a couple butts.
She asses.
Yeah.
But there is a frankness, and you know what they're doing. Like they blow each other. And they swallow each other, and
it's sweet.
it is sweet.
And there's real growth because if you think about it, like in terms of the episodes, like the first 2 episodes is just like Goon Central. But then it's really from there, the show kind of shifts and becomes like really a love story. Like they start with the sex.
It's a very modern romance in that it begins as completely sexual,
right?
And then they grow a relationship via text,
right?
And then they start dating,
right?
And then they're in love by the end.
Yeah.
It's also globe trotting and
jumping
takes place
time.
over years and years and years.
I mean, the funny in the last episode when they finally like come out to his parents and they're like, since rookie season, and they're like, this has been like 10 years.
Yeah,
and then there's that funny part where they're like, she's like, you've been in love since rookie season. I'm like, no, just like just what?
Oh, that's the funniest thing is in that episode.
Oh my god,
he's like, we're lovers.
We are lovers.
Don't say lovers.
Ilya, that's so gross.
But Ilya is. Let's talk about.
And Shane is
on the autism spectrum.
is on the spectrum. Yeah.
Yes.
There's so. Have you seen that? There's so many memes where it's like him with Ilya, and it's like me and the baddie I pulled by being autistic.
Yeah. You're leading this episode, but I, you know, if you don't mind, I like to talk about the two boys. We haven't talked about
Let's
the boys
talk about
yet.
the boys
Because I feel like people have a favorite boy.
They do, and here's a caveat.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite character and then a favorite boy?
Interesting.
And a lot of people,
Yeah,
and I mean a lot,
I know,
say I'm attracted to Ilya, but in real life I'm attracted to Hudson Williams.
Oh, interesting.
On the show, I find Ilya hotter than Shane, but in real life, Hudson Williams is hotter than Connor Story based on personality. Because if you watch their interviews, Connor Story's kind of shyer, and Hudson Williams is really funny and like has a big personality.
Oh,
and also Ilya, Connor Story's from Texas. That Russian
best accent I've ever seen.
Amazing.
The best accent work anyone's ever done.
And he does a whole monologue in Russian.
And I totally bought it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a great scene.
Yeah.
That's an incredible
so
scene.
good.
You know what I really thought you were going to say? When you said favorite character, I was like, Kip's dad.
Oh, yeah. Kip's dad is a sweetheart.
Kip's dad, not since the Dad and Steven universe has there ever been a sweeter dad that we all
Brendan
love.
said that. He was like, I love Kip's dad.
Kip's dad is just a sweetheart.
Also, one funny thing that I saw online was like, of the four main guys, 3 of them are professional athletes, but the one with the most ripped body is the barista, art student.
Of course. See, okay, so I've not seen a lot of interviews with. We're recording this on Saturday, 2 weeks ago. By the time you hear it, so Story is gonna be hosting SNL tonight,
yeah.
so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But I agree with Ilya. I think Shane's boring. I like Ilya so. I mean, to me, it's funny that people like. I was talking yesterday to Brendan and his wife Sandra, and they were like, "Oh, we're Shane people."
Oh, I'm a Shane girly too. I just think he's
I'm
so
Ilya
cute.
all the way.
He's so baby girl.
No, Ilya all the way. He's bad boy smoke. I mean, their first scene where they meet, he's smoking a cigarette. It's like, all right, he's the bad one. He's the funny one. He has all the funny lines. Like he's you know. He's great.
I love when oh my god, Shane, you are so boring.
Yeah, like all of that shit.
And he's kind of got this this attitude about sexuality that's really refreshing and free.
Well, he's
like,
bi.
He's just like, I fuck anyone. Whatever.
Oh yeah, exactly. He has a girlfriend.
The one really laugh out loud moment is in episode 5 when Shane is like, I think I might be gay, and then Ilya is like, oh yeah, what makes you say that?
After they've already fucked for years. Yeah, he's so funny. He's the funniest. On the last episode, when he's wearing his team's shirt, and he's like, "That's gonna be bad for my mom," and he's like, "You don't think she knows that I play for Boston?"
Yeah. Or about when he's watching him on TV, and he's like, "Perfect Shane Hollander," and then he's like, "In fucking French," or he stubs his toe.
Yeah.
I stubbed my toe because he gets super mad and jealous that he's dating Rose Landry.
Who is who?
What a sweetheart!
She's It seems like she is
like Scarlett Johansson.
Yet she seems to be playing Mystique from X-Men.
Yeah.
So that would make her like. That would make her, what's her name, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes, I love that. Like, you never hate her.
No, you don't,
because she's just like such a great person, then just becomes a great ally.
Yeah.
There's no, they date for like 5 minutes, and then she's like, "You're gay, right?"
Yeah.
And then she's like, "That's okay. Like, let's be best friends."
Well, they try to have sex twice and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But what about when they're at the club and like her friend is like all over him?
Yeah. All the things she said became such a a comeback.
It's so funny because all the things you said is the only time, one of 2 times where I ever kissed someone of the same gender. Both times were bits, I have to say.
I was going to say, I didn't know anything about this.
Well, one was our cousin Brendan.
I remember this. Yeah, it was also incestuous.
So it was incestuous.
And you were singing all the things she said.
And it was
right?
also pretty homophobic now that I look back
at
it.
Yeah, it sure was.
It was back in, what, 2001, 2000? When was that song, Tattoo?
Oh, 2003 and 4, I think.
Was it really that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still over 20 years ago. I was in a comedy troupe with some fellas, and one of them was my cousin Brendan, the host of Ranger Things. One of the hosts of Ranger Things. And so Tattoo, all the things we said. I don't want to get copyright struck, but their whole shtick, which they're problematic too. They're
super conservative now.
Of course they are. Their whole shtick was they dressed up like schoolgirls and made out.
Yeah.
So that was their thing. So it's fun that they play them in the show.
But then it morphs into like a new version.
Yes.
Which is great.
So, but I was in like this comedy troupe, and our bit was like, we look like schlubby guys. Let's us sing it and then kiss. And then I was supposed to kiss, or two other guys were supposed to kiss, but they were chickening out on stage. So then I kissed Brendan all for a bit. And then the only other time a guy kissed me was I was doing like this performance thing where I had a kissing booth, but the bit was who the fuck would pay just to kiss me, and then a friend of mine paid and kissed me.
So the joke both times is, look, guys kissing. That's funny.
Yeah, I know. I'm but
I mean, you did watch the show,
of course.
Were you aroused at any point?
Was I aroused?
If you have to think about it, you're not gay. Because I was
No,
aroused. I was aroused
wasn't.
from minute one.
I wasn't. I'm sad to say I wasn't. But I was. I was interested.
Yeah, great.
And I was rooting for the fellas.
You know what else I liked about this show? I liked that there was a little bit of an element of we're closeted.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna sound so weird, but like, there's been so much like. Not so much.
Yeah.
But there's been a decent amount of like queer representation where it's like in the world of whatever the movie or show is, it's like everyone's totally cool with it and homophobia doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Where like it was a little bit almost refreshing that it's like, oh no, it still exists.
Well,
and it exists in these spaces.
Well, that's the thing. Like it relates to the hockey.
And
thing.
I could, as somebody who spent a lot more time in my life than like current kids probably do closeted.
Yeah.
I was like watching Shane and being like, oh, like that feels real.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. And for Ilya, as a Russian,
oh yeah,
he's literally like, I can't
go home. I won't be able to go home again.
I cannot be gay. Out.
What'd you think of Sasha?
His girlfriend?
Yeah.
I liked her.
What a sweetheart. I love when she said, I hope she knows how lucky he is.
Yeah. Right. Because they have the fake girl names that they text each other.
Lily and Jane, yeah.
Yeah. Ilya and Shane are Lily and Jane. And she's like, you don't love me the way you love Jane. And but it's great that she knows that he's, And
there's
that's all great. After those last couple episodes are
so good. So good. The Cottage.
Cottage is great. But the one before that's great too, when he goes home when his father dies and his piece of shit brother.
Yeah. I love when his smile when Shane says, I hired a personal stylist.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah. As somebody who's in a relationship that involves a lot of gentle, loving roasting, I have to say I really like their dynamic.
Yeah. What when they were playing video games as each other?
Yeah.
That was fun. And then he's like, you're nobody. And he's like, I'm on the cover of the fucking game.
Cover. Yeah.
And then he gives him that hot blowjob while he's on the phone.
Yes.
Great sex scenes. Really well done sex
scenes.
Yes.
I find myself thinking, not like I was like, I wish this was straight, but I find myself thinking, like, why is straight shit still so, like, prudish? Like, what, like,
well,
why couldn't there be a show like this? Again, it sounds so bad. It sounds like I'm saying I want it to be straight. But, like, why can't we have sex and romance
why isn't there, like, a straight smut show?
Yeah, like shows like people have sex, and that's, like, a part of it, too. Like, why is it... I don't know. It's so weird.
Jacob Tierney said that he shopped the show around for a while, and the reason he went with Crave in Canada, this is very telling, was that a lot of other studios, especially the ones in America, were like, no, we need to ratchet up the tension. They can't kiss till the last episode of the first season. And he was like,
meanwhile, they blowing each other in the first
5 minutes.
Yeah.
But he was like, absolutely not. Like, that's not what this show is.
No, not at all. It's not a longing show. It's truly about a relationship.
It's not a slow burn.
No,
you get right there.
You get right there to the sex, but the love comes later.
This love's a slow burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, enemies to lovers is a big smut genre.
Right.
Like that's like a tag that people are like, ooh, I like this one. It's a rivals to lovers story.
And also throughout the series and throughout their like careers, it seems like they find meaning in either their relationship or hockey, and one or the other. Like when one's doing better at hockey, the other one's more into the relationship.
Yeah.
You notice?
Yeah.
And they do have jealousy in terms of...
Oh, yeah. I love this that really hot scene where they're in Vegas, but when he's like, you want to know how it feels to hold the cup? Mm-hmm. It's great. And I mean, so many times Shane's like, you're such an asshole. He's always calling him an asshole.
I like that they're always saying fuck you to each other.
Yeah. And then they go back and forth. So like Shane... Ilya is drafted first and he wins the cup first.
Yeah.
But then for their rookie season, Shane wins MVP and then Shane wins the cup the next year. So they really are rivals.
And Shane is more has the like the sweet guy persona.
Yes.
And does a lot of like commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
And Ilya has the more
bad boy persona. And it's funny because also Ilya has the reputation of being a womanizer.
Yes.
I mean, even the dad is like, I always thought you were ladies' man.
Right. And then he's like, well, I've only loved one person.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's really, there's so many moments that are just adorable.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Una Hollander, Shane's Kris Kardashian mom?
I found her very annoying.
I found her annoying too until the end.
Even the end, I think she wasn't.
You think she was? I had a feeling where I was like, she's making it a little too much about herself.
Well, that's her whole life is making it.
And then she was like, all right, let's monetize this.
I know. I know. I wonder where it's gonna go. I like that the last episode, over the credits, you see them driving with a out of focus future. Like where are they going?
Sweet. And people have broken down like every angle, every shot of the show.
Yeah,
it's a heart, like with their heads.
Oh,
and
really?
With the mirror.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I love that he like grabs his face at the end.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't want to read the long game. I want to watch the show first.
Yeah,
because it does. Yeah. I know. Also, like it's so funny. Like I've learned a lot about like this world of smut and romance. Like there are certain things that readers are looking for, and there's a lot of like intention to not disappoint or upset or betray your readers. So like Rachel Reed has said many times, like this is a happy ending story. They're never going to break up.
Oh, interesting.
So like, and that's like people who enjoy this are like, oh, I find so much relief in knowing that they're not going to break up.
That's really interesting.
So it's like and like one of the tags will be like, this is an HE, which means it's going to be a happy ending before you even start it.
Interesting.
So she's said many times like, because now she's writing a third Shane and Ilya book, and she's like, I'm still very committed to the happy ending. They're not. Don't worry.
But there must be some conflict.
There's conflict, but they're gonna stay together. Which
I wonder
other people would say
if
like,
they
oh,
do
that
come
kills the
out
conflict.
publicly.
But that's what I think
is
happens
that the next
in the second
thing?
one. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's got to be not that I think it goes too fast because it is a slow burn with their love, but in the cottage they're very quickly like committed. Which I was surprised. Like I really thought that Ilya was going to pull back when Shane was kind of pushing, but then you have that really sweet moment where Ilya starts crying and he's like, "I love you," and he says, "I love you" first, and Shane's like, "Holy fucking shit," or whatever he says.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
It is. It's very sweet. It's interesting because it's almost like because of their careers and because of his Russian background and his family, he's not open. But he's much less afraid than Shane. Like, Shane's more afraid of being out to himself and his family.
Yeah.
Ilya, I think, if not for the Russian thing, would be totally open. Doesn't it feel that way?
Yes. Yeah.
He's also, like, not as scared in public places as Shane is.
Right. Yeah, he's the one who really pursues Shane in the beginning.
Right. Well, the first, like, real, like, thing is, like, when they're taking a shower.
Yeah.
Right?
And he notices that like Shane's hard. I mean, from the book gets into the details.
Yeah,
like he notices Shane's hard, and then he like shows him that he's hard too.
Yeah.
But then he pushes it, and then he's the one who's like, Shane's like, forget about what happened in there, and he's like, what's your room number?
Yeah.
Scott Hunter, first of all, he's so hot.
Yes.
His story, that episode is interesting, because he's really panicked to be out of the closet.
Yes.
And it's in a way that like really hurts Kip.
Yeah.
Kip's out.
Yeah.
And then that makes that moment at the end of episode 4 so satisfying.
Right.
And then I think that his speech at the beginning of episode 5 is really great.
Yes.
Where he's like, I was young when I started feeling like that word that we use in the locker room might be describing me.
Yeah.
Like that stuff, I don't want to, this sounds wrong, but like I don't want to pretend like that stuff doesn't exist anymore for the sake of just representation.
I know what you mean.
Like, because it's still very real.
Right.
But there's this push of like, we want to show queer joy. Like, of course, you don't always want it to be a tragedy.
Right, of course.
But you have to, but also like it's got to be real too. Sometimes, not always. There's room for both.
Well, it's interesting. Like, if you read like Star Wars books, right? And in the books more than like the TV shows and the movies, because not everyone's reading the books. But like in Star Wars books, like there's a lot of queer characters now. And there'll be like not just queer rebels, but like queer Imperial officers. And it's like, all right, so they're into slavery, they're into fascism, but totally cool with queerness. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like okay, I get the rebels would be into, like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like, and I understand what they're saying. They're saying like there should be, like, in a perfect world, like it shouldn't be a problem. So in a galaxy far, far away, like it's not a thing they even notice. But if they do have slavery and fascism and all sorts of evil things, like the fact that Darth Vader will choke you for like saying the wrong thing to him, but he's like, I'm totally cool with those gay guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird.
Even like the Hamilton thing that's like now in Bridgerton and where like, fine, that stuff it's fine for that to exist, but like we can't also pretend like we can't be historically illiterate and pretend like it would have just been fine.
You're right.
Like that's why I appreciate like on the Gilded Age, which has a more realistic tone. Yeah, like there are black characters, but like it's real, where like they're discriminated against.
They're
for being
treated
black.
how they would have been treated historically. Right. Well, there
just needs to be both, I think, and there's room for both.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have the conflict of their outness and how it relates to their careers.
Yes,
but I don't think it's tragic. I don't
not
think
at all. This isn't like Brokeback Mountain,
where like they're coming to a point where it won't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they'll have to like just not do it or whatever.
Which like
or break up.
A lot of the pushback against stuff like and obviously Brokeback Mountain was groundbreaking for its time, but like the pushback against that is like our stories can't always be about AIDS and people
and sadness. And dying. Yeah.
But like this feels real, but also was really joyful.
No, it is very joyful. I mean, it's also like they're rich. They have great like careers. Like it's very, like I said, it's globetrotting. Like there's beautiful settings. Like you're like, wow, what a great life it would be to be a professional athlete. Yeah. Which is, I'm sure many people think about that all the time. I've never thought about that once in my life until I saw this show.
Some people have, like, because the discourse has been going on for months now, and some people have said that like part of why they think this show is specifically so successful is because at no point does it feel like Jacob Tierney or anyone is like looking down on the material as like this is just smutty. Like it's got sex and that's a big part of it, but
yes,
but they treat it with respect and reverence.
Do you? You said before that it was faithful to the narrative, but is it the same tone, or does the book have a more trashy
I've only
tone?
read like the first half of the book, and it doesn't have a trashy tone at all.
Okay, it's
still but it's a romance. Like it's a bodice ripper. Okay. Like almost every chapter has like a sex scene that's explicit.
Okay,
and that's part of why you read it.
Right.
And that's what the one person was like. I love that in Heated Rivalry, like the sex cuts away, but then it comes right back, and it's like it cuts to them in another position. Like it doesn't. It's very tasteful. but not too tasteful so that it's like
You don't
prudish.
know what's happening.
Right.
It's very clear what's happening without giving you the gory details.
Right. Yeah.
Um.
Where in the book there's a little bit more of that.
Right. But you would have that in first person narrative anyway.
Which is right, exactly.
I mean, what do you think about the sex? Are you happy with the way it's
I
depicted?
thought it was great. I thought it was super hot. Goon Central.
But I'm saying, do you think it could be better depicted? Would you have liked it to be more?
I mean, it's also like there's a little bit of it that's fantasy, so like we don't need to talk about like that stuff.
Okay.
But I hear tell of in the second book there's a part where Shane gets like a butt plug stuck in his butt for like part of it.
That's
and like
fun.
That's fun. He does mention having a dildo.
Yes, he does.
Which that's the funny part when he's like, what color is it?
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing about Shane that felt real to me is like he's got secrets. Like the fact that he owns a dildo knows that like he knows he's gay, but he's just not ready to admit it to anyone, including himself.
Right. Well, even with straight stuff, they almost never talk about the prep for anal sex. Like even in straight stuff, like it just happens and it's like it doesn't like.
And also there's
prep.
There's other types of sex.
Yes. Well, I like that these guys blow each other a lot.
Yeah, because
like,
that's real.
Oral sex
That's real.
Yeah, like oral sex is like a real part of their relationship.
Frauding, which is probably the first time I've ever seen frauding on screen.
I don't know what frauding is.
It's what they do on the couch where they just like rub their dicks together until they both come.
I don't remember that.
Remember when he gets on top of him on the couch?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're like rubbing their dicks together.
I didn't read it. I thought
that's why it's fraudage at the cottage. People have been saying.
I thought he penetrated him.
No.
Interesting.
After the tuna melt, down. Which other people have been like, it's so gross that he spits in his hand after eating a tuna melt.
Ugh, disgusting.
Yeah, because he spits in his hand and then he just like.
Oh, I'm learning things.
Yeah,
I'm just a simple guy. And how do you feel about ginger ale?
I feel okay about it. I know a lot of people really are obsessed with this.
Well, it's
interesting.
They're
like, I got my ginger ale. I got my.
It's interesting that like Ilya knows him enough to give him a ginger ale, but then in that same episode, everywhere he goes, he tries to order a ginger ale and he can't get it.
Yeah, people have said that that's one of the things that shows that he's on the spectrum is he has like safe foods and safe drinks.
Interesting.
And ginger ale is like a safe drink.
Okay.
And also that he, a couple people pointed out that like he has a hard time with sarcasm.
Okay.
Where he's like, he says something in French and then he's like, that's French, Ilya. And he's like, I know, I was being sarcastic. Like there are a couple times where Shane misses a joke.
Okay.
She said, actually, no, I don't know what she is. I don't know how she identifies, but I know she has a son. And she said that she based a lot of Shane's quirks on her son before he was diagnosed. But then when he was diagnosed as being on the spectrum, she's like, in hindsight, I guess that means Shane's on the spectrum because his quirks are reflective of
the
that.
actor said he based the performance on his dad, who is on the autism spectrum. I'm dumb. Like when I first saw it, I didn't read that. And I'm
it's subtle.
And I'm the kind of person who I often read it and be like, oh, that, like, because it feels like a lot of things have characters on the spectrum or a certain type of,
Also, the part when he's like so anxious, he like puts his head down at the table.
Yeah. That's sweet too.
Yeah.
He's like freaking out.
Yeah. He's like, sorry, this is my nightmare. This is my literal nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, what I love when he's like, why are you making so many burgers? And he's like, the recipe was for 8. He's like, so you cut it in half. What, you can't do math?
Yeah. And he hears the
loon. What the fuck was that?
It's like a wolf.
Stupid fucking Canadian wolf bird. People, they have cups that, they're so much worse. I have a Shane Hollander shirt that my friend got me.
What does it say?
It just says, Montreal Metros, and on the back it says Hollander.
Cute. I think it's sweet when they start using each other's first names. It's like a very pointed thing because they always use their last names until they become more intimate.
But that's what causes him to freak out the first time. When they are on the couch and the tuna melt and all that, and then he calls him Shane,
right?
And then he's like, I can't do this, and he leaves.
He freaks out,
and then he starts calling him Hollander again. He's like, come on, Hollander.
Yeah. Poor Shane.
And he has a 1 minute fling with Rose Landry,
right?
Who he's just so many people online are so funny, and they're like, to be young and closeted and confuse fangirling with falling in love with someone. Like literally, he's just like, oh, I found a girl that I'm obsessed with. It's like, oh, honey, that's not you don't want to have sex with her. That's just your best friend.
That's like that great
Queening out.
that in Caleb Herron's comedy special. Have you seen it yet?
No, I have to.
So
He's
good.
so good. I listened to his podcast.
Me too. He talks about how he was like when he was young, he came out as bi, and he's like, "Don't, I know, I get it, don't." And he's like, I was like, I'm attracted to guys, but I love when a film has Julia Roberts. And he's like, I didn't realize that liking women is the least straight thing because men don't like women.
No, it's true. Like it's so true. And it's also, I love the moment where he's like, I prefer to be the hole than the peg.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh my God. She's like, she loves it. She's like, that's so great. And she's like, that's the best thing one of my gay boyfriends has ever said to me.
That's a very sweet scene, like because I like that he's
his
like
performance.
he's talking like she's asking questions, he's just nodding.
Yeah,
like,
have you been with a guy? Was it better? Was
Yeah.
it different?
Yeah.
And then he's tearing up a little bit. It's
Yeah.
super sweet.
Yeah, it is like it. They remain friends, and she's like, "Let's stay friends. I really mean it," and they do stay friends. You know who sucks? His straight friend with all the fucking kids, all the
Hayden?
breeding and that goes on there.
Yeah. I do love when later Ilya gets jealous.
Yeah.
When Rose texts him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gay. And he's like, not too gay to fuck Rose Landry.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like with characters like that, when you've got a character that's like tough like that, you love any show of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the fucking best scene in this show,
The monologue.
In Russian, and
Yeah.
that's very sweet when Shane's like, you know, if you want to get it off your chest, you could say it in Russian.
And
I
the
won't
fact that he
understand
says in Russian, like, I love you so much, I don't know what to do with it.
Oh,
God,
my heart.
it's so good.
my heart couldn't take it.
Somebody said, I mean, this, you know, the way people are who are obsessive. Like,
Yeah.
there are fanatics that have, the loons, they call themselves,
Yeah.
That have watched this. They've reheated like 75 billion times. But there's a theory from them that later on when he says, I love you, and then he says, say it again in Russian,
Yeah.
that he's verifying that he did say it on the phone.
Well,
He suspects that he said it, but
yeah,
he wants
you
to
get a
hear it.
sense that Shane is feeling what he's
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
But it's well, I mean, and there's such realism or such stuff. Some stuff rings so true when he's like, it's too hard in English. Like he can't do English in that moment.
Well, one part that I will say that I missed on the show until I read the book was, and I wonder if you missed it too, and maybe or you got it, and I'm just stupid. Mm-hmm. The part when they're being interviewed at the table in like the first or second episode.
Yeah.
When they ask him a question and then Shane answers it for him. And then Ilya like touches his foot with his foot. I didn't get it, but it's supposed to be that the question was too long in English. And so Ilya like couldn't answer it.
Okay.
And Shane picked up on it and Shane answered for him.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I didn't get it either. But in the book, the narrator specifically says like, Shane jumped in because the question was too complex in English, and his English is supposed to get better as the years go on.
Yeah.
And there's that great part in the bathroom when he's like, what does he say when he's like, oh, your English is getting really good.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I read the New Yorker now. My dad loves it. Oh, so boring is genetic.
Yeah. Oh, come on. How could anyone not be a Ilya lover? You know what I had this thought while watching this. What must it be like? And the Olympics just happened, which also made me think of this. What it must be like to be like in incredible shape, fucking someone else in incredible shape. Like this is something I could only ever imagine. You know what I mean? We'll never know such things like that. You know, and this is always the funny story every Olympics is that like they go crazy and fucking each other. Like, this year they ran out of condoms. Like of course, like these are the top humans. These are the top physical people. Who could know? I mean,
it won't be me.
Certainly not. Certainly not. I got out of breath just watching the show.
It's super great. I can't wait for the next season. They're supposed to start filming it relatively soon.
Is that okay?
In April.
Is it going to premiere both here and... Did it come out in Canada before here? Or
No,
was it...
same time.
Oh, same time. Okay.
The last episode was the day after Christmas. The Cottage was December 26th. That's what like my whole Christmas break was just like obsessed with the Rivalry.
I guess we haven't talked directly about the end of episode 5 because I really was like, is this gonna happen? And like we're watching the way they're watching, like the way the two guys are watching, and they're like, oh my god, is this really gonna happen?
And that's so.
And then that's
and
what
the
he calls
music
him.
is that song is so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people were like parodying it, and they're saying like it takes him forever to get down to the ice.
Yeah.
Kip.
Yeah.
Kip is such a sweetheart.
Well, I love Kip's friends.
Yeah.
Girl.
I am
Who
one
do
of
you
those people
think
who
you were fooling?
I thought that those two girls were the same character for a minute, and maybe that's.
Oh, me too. No, because
There didn't need to be two of them. I don't know why there were.
Right.
And they look kind of similar.
He doesn't need two sassy female friends that talk straight to him. But I like when she talks to Hunter and she's like, you know, he deserves sunshine and so do you. Mm-hmm. You know, like that's all very hard.
And that song,
and then you realize it's religion because he was like, he talks about his parents dying and he's like Satan, whatever the fuck, took him in and told him. So like there's a religious aspect to why he's afraid to come out.
And that song, the lyrics are, "You're like I need sunshine" or something. Sunshine is in that song. It's a great song. So many people.
He clocks Shane so easily, and he's like, "Your boy Ilya," and he's like, "He's not my boy." And he's like, oh, "Okay."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's so funny because you know it's like game recognizes game.
Right. He could tell.
He's like, he's starting to sound like him. And then they have the fight. You see him like being pulled off of him. Yeah. I love when Shane gets injured and he's really high and he's like, Ilya.
Or well, like,
and then the nurse comes in and he goes, "Oh no!" You just hear him in the background, like so upset that they're being interrupted. You come to my cottage with me this summer.
And it's sweet when he's like on the ice, and the medic's there, and he like won't leave.
And the commentators are like, "These two have real respect for each other."
Yeah. Fascinating.
So sweet. Yeah. No. That Kip storyline. Some people take issue with the timeline of it.
Why?
Because I think if you follow the timeline, it turns out that like. I think it might be a continuity error, actually. I think the ending of episode 5 is like technically like 3 years later. So then people are like, so did Kip just stay with him for 3 years in the closet? That doesn't feel right. It feels shortly thereafter. And also there's confusion as to whether they break up at the end of episode 3 or not. Because otherwise, why would he be at his game if they did? Like my friend,
well, they kind of do. Because
one of my friends
home and he tugs his dad.
But all he says is, "I want to spend the night at home." They don't like break up.
I think it's the way I read it was he does, and it's not fair that he does, but Kip does give him what he wants and just like stays that way for him.
Yeah, but it's funny. Them being millennials, I think, is very important.
Why?
Me. Because fuck Gen Z. But also,
okay.
People were, some people online were like, this show made me feel like I was living in Obama's America again. Like it was just so like the millennial music and the fact that it was set in like 2012. It was just like, oh man,
what a time!
What a time!
What a time to be alive.
Fake freckles, those are important to me also. Shane's freckles. Hudson Williams doesn't have those freckles.
Oh my god,
that's from the book. It's very important.
Okay,
that he has freckles.
So they were like, we have to make sure it's in the show. Yeah, it's big in the book.
But in the book, he is half white, half Asian, and they just found a great actor to play.
What about when the dad goes to the cabin and he thinks his dad's going to tell his mom, but he doesn't?
Yeah.
And then he comes and tells the mom.
That part.
The dad wasn't going to tell the mom.
And the dad was also just like, he hightailed it out of there, but I think it was just to protect the privacy.
Yeah, I don't think he
wasn't like
freaked out or grossed out or anything like that.
No. And then there's a part when, so I've watched it again. I've watched it a couple times. Remember when she's like, "Oh, you could sit near this princess," or whatever. Early, like in the early episodes, and then when he walks away, the father's like, "Princess," and she's like, "I don't know, I'm trying." And it's like watching the back. It's like, are they just want him to meet anybody?
No, I think his parents know that he's gay.
Well, she says like, "I think we thought you might have been."
Yeah.
But it's also like he doesn't date anybody. Right. So they're like, you know, like go like hang out with these people.
Right, right. But I don't like momagers. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, because she's pushy. She's pushy.
Very
She pushes him, you know.
But listen, that empire is not going to build itself.
Get your own job. How about?
She built that empire. I love all the fun ads that Shane's in.
Yeah,
even in episode 3 where they're not in it. Like at one point they're at the bar and you see Shane in like his cologne commercial on the TV.
Yeah. I'm just looking at some lines I wrote down. You like to be bad. That's not what this is. Not for a long time.
Yeah.
So sweet.
So sweet.
I know it's really sweet. And Jen does this to me when they're swimming and Ilya like puts his lips out pushes his lips like give me a kiss.
Yeah, give me a kiss.
Yeah, like Jen does that to me all the time. It's just very sweet that they go from like the relationship they have to like they're
and he's like sitting on a rock.
Yeah, they're like
someone on Threads.
Yeah,
someone on Threads took a screenshot of that and said, "This is my Little Mermaid," and it's just like it's just Shane sitting on the rock.
Yeah. Splashing him. It's just it does get very sweet.
It's super sweet.
Oh, how heartbreaking was it when Shane apologizes to his mother for being gay?
I know.
He was like, I tried.
I know. It was very real.
So it's heartbreaking.
Also, how heartbreaking was all the things she said when he's looking at him across the club and he's just like fucking some girl's ear with his tongue.
Yeah.
And he's just like watching them. But then they go home and they think about each other.
Yeah. I'm excited for season 2.
I was happy to be wrapped up in something that everybody was into. It's so rare that everybody's into something at the same time. I wish I was into it
more at the time. I was kind of like I had other stuff going on.
Just for the memes.
Yeah, you want to know what the fuck's going on in the world, you know? But I want more. Like, do everything. Football. Do
I'm sure they will.
I want it all. Well, you know, when something like this happens, you'll think like, oh, this is going to be, since this is popular, they'll do it. But often that doesn't happen.
Well, it's also like somebody, weirdly, like, I feel like the Pillion ad campaign is like, oh, this is the next heated rivalry. And it's like, I don't think that's what this is.
No, I don't.
And Pillion looks great, but I don't think it's like, it doesn't seem sweet.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is. I don't know. But it's,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like for a while, they're going to be like, oh, what's the next heated rivalry? And they're going to try. Did you see when they were, when they presented, first of all, they were flame torch handlers at the Olympics, Connor and Hudson.
Incredible.
And then they were, they presented something at the was it the Emmys or something, some award show. Did you see any of that where they presented together and they were like, have you guys seen Heated Rivalry? And it's like at the time it wasn't like super famous, or like it was like got some applause.
Yeah.
And then they were like, don't worry, your moms have. And they're like, and your daughters have.
What about when we had a snow day in New York and Mayor Mamdani said, you know what, stay inside and read Heated Rivalry, and the fucking book sales went through the roof.
Yeah.
Mamdani, you son of a bitch. You sweet, sweet socialist. I love you. Yeah.
And the books were on, I think the New York Public Library made them free that day.
Good.
To borrow on the app.
They must be banned someplace though, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
They ban shit for like the most nonsense reasons.
Yeah.
You got me a book for Christmas on banned books. And some of it's like,
and
sometimes it's the ban, because it seems like banning books. All you need is one person to complain about one thing, and they just do it.
Sometimes they're not really banned; they're just challenged.
Yeah,
and then they count them on the list of banned and challenged books.
Well, because now it's also like a point of pride to be like, we're banned.
Yeah,
aren't we cool?
Yeah.
So, do you read or write fanfic?
No. I do not.
But seriously, I'll turn the mics off.
but maybe I'll get into it.
Do you write fanfic?
No.
Okay.
I would love to. Maybe that's my niche.
You know what I think I want to write? SCTV/fic. Like just Eugene Levy and Rick Moranis fucking.
Oh, and Catherine O'Hara's there. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in power. Queen.
The Canadians, they'll really do it. They're really doing it. The Canadians.
Can you imagine a version of the show where they don't kiss? For like 5 episodes, like what even would it be?
I saw somebody was like, if Trump's like tariffs or whatever against Canada lead to Heated Rivalry being pulled, out of America. They were like, we will make January 6th look like a picnic.
It does feel good to watch anything that makes you remember times that Trump wasn't the president, isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I guess on that note.
On that sad note. But if you haven't watched Heated Rivalry,
Please watch it.
Go and watch it.
It's great.
Yeah. And, jerk off while you watch it. It's okay.
I know I did.
Hey, that's one of the pleasures that the media, gives you. Anthony, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
For bringing Heated Rivalry into my life.
I'm glad that I was able to.
Yes. I'm an Ilya guy all the way. Yeah, this is PCMC. We come out every Wednesday. This is your one-stop shop for non-toxic fandom. We end every episode by saying,
go bye-bye.